Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now this one is going to be pretty long, maybe an hour, but I'm not really too sure. Today I'm going to be covering the iceberg that BoDork made on his Twitch stream, pretty sure a couple days ago. Now there is a very high chance that you may see me in different clothing from time to time, and that's just because that obviously, considering, icebergs, they do take a very long time to make. Videos are also the same as well, so you may see me in different types of clothing and stuff and different lighting. Don't worry, it's still me. It's just that I may take 10 days, 5 days to make this, so just a little pre-warning there. So anyways, let's now start off with tier 1. Tier 1 is where most, if not everyone, in the Valorant Esports scene will probably know what they are. So, let's start off with the Valorant's teabag situation. This basically refers to a competitive ruling against Dawn and Rezora, where a member of the Valorant server named Ripley Lawless famously said, "People think it's okay to teabag, and it's funny, when really it's sexual assault." I made a video on the situation, so check it out for more information if you want to. Carlos parties with Tate is basically referring to when G2, or I should say former CEO G2, Carlos, basically was spotted partying with Andrew Tate with a Twitter video. This was originally the reason why G2 wasn't in franchising and why C9 was in franchising this in 2023. However, Carlos has since left the team because of that, and now G2 have actually now signed the guard roster, so it's a bit ironic still, but it's definitely something that a lot of people will remember. Rob Witt's middle finger is basically talking about during the VCT Game Changers Championship in 2022. After winning a match, I'm pretty sure which was up against Cloud9 White, Shopify Rebellion coach Rob Witt flipped off the C9 White players after winning, which caused Riot to suspend him for the grand final against G2 Gozen, and also fined Rob Wiz as well for his actions. I'll leave a link to the video I made as well down in the description below, so you can watch it for yourself as well. The Optic Valorant announcement is basically talk about one of the most memorable and laziest ways to announce a roster, which was incredibly memed on Twitter as well. Here is the video. Mystic Flash is basically referring to the grand final of Masters Reykjavik 2021, Fnatic vs Sentinels, where Fnatic player Mystic flashed his teammate Doma and basically gave the win to Sentinels. Think of this in Overwatch terms, think of it as a C9 or Ajax beat.
They're running through. Sonar up. Doma's close, they don't know.
Oh my god, he can flash! The team flash! The team flash! Magnum's in the smoke here, 10. Oh my god! Magnum's got no HP, not like this! Sentinels! They're gonna get the defuse! They've done.
That's the spike refers to Sideshow's reaction to Leviathan player Melso teleporting up in Haven, and dies to the exit players with the spike. It's also the most memorable and one of the most insane rounds in Valorant history.
The money situation not too great for
Mel's got the spike!
He's all the way in heaven, he's dropped it! That's the spike! The overheat moment! The positioning! What a blunder! What a whiff! It's match point for the You've got to be kidding me! They know he's got the 4 damage! This is absolutely absurd! I've never seen anything like that.
The Guard franchising pretty sure refers to the Guard winning Ascension, but we're not allowed into franchising because of financial problems and properly fucked over everyone involved. Luckily, G2 saved everyone and basically took their spots, at least that's a good thing. The KJ Turret Bug, or how I like to call it, Turret Gate, basically refers to XZ versus FPX at Champion 2022, where a turret gave the XZ players false information. This match was replayed and FPX won. I made a video on this, so check it out for more information. Zombs versus Brazil, which basically happened in 2021 Champions, where Fury versus Sentinels had a tech pause 10-12 in Fury's way, where Sentinels won because of a bathroom break. After fellow Brazilian team Vikings lost to Gambit, Shazam tweeted should have called a tech pause, obviously referring to Sentinels basically pausing an attack pause because I'm pretty sure Shazam needed to go to the bathroom. The Brazilian community jumped to say it was immature and not a good thing to tweet, until Zombs made it 10 times worse, basically saying, "I can't wait to beat your shit region again." Luckily he wasn't in locked in, so at least that's a good sign though. However, this wasn't the only player that Brazil had a problem with, which actually happened this year during Locked-In, Artis versus Brazil. Once again, in Locked-In 2023, NRG player Artis accused Brazilian TBK player Riot, I don't know how you say his name, Riot? I'm not really too sure, for sharing NRG strategies with Loud prior to the event. Obviously, I don't think this was true, obviously, but I'll leave a link to the .esports article down in the description below so you can read it for yourself. Cringe comments is basically talk about Optic coach Shed calling Xerxia's comps on Haven cringe after their loss in Masters 2 Copenhagen. Yay C9 refers to C9 signing Yay for the 2023 season. Had a poor result in Locked-In, then the team let go of Yay and Vanity as well because of role issues. Sideshow versus KC refers to the endless entertainment being Sideshow molding that Carmichael either by watching the games or just the team itself. The only people who were not entertained by this was obviously the KC fans who basically just DM'd him and added him in a bunch of tweets as well, just because just because he was shit talking one of the worst teams in the EMEA region at the time. Angel Snuff's break is basically referring to in Champions 2023 at LA, where Riot took away one of Navi's timeouts because Angel was spotted using snuffs, which apparently is not allowed. It's basically like some tobacco thing where you put inside your mouth, which doesn't really make sense because Potter was spotted vaping, I'm pretty sure Master Tokyo, and she didn't get any penalty for that. So where is the line of smoking tobacco use, Riot? Help Sewers, in brackets Twitter for iPad, basically is referring to T1 coach David Denis typing help Sewers in chat in a match against TSM, I'm pretty sure during challenges of 2022, I think I'm pretty sure it was. While the Twitter for iPad was maybe the most memorable moment, which came from Platchat regarding the announcement of David Denis being suspended by T1.
Ahead of what? Ahead of him cheating again?
Zipline accident refers to Crash's memorable ace against Boom Esports, who used a zipline to transport to the other side of the map. It is now immortalized in the game with a message from one of the workers on Fracture.
Pure silence. No! No way! No way! Not like this! No way! I don't think we will ever witness anything like that. Oh, don't. Oh, no.
One enemy.
I mean, look at Crush, he's smiling. He's smiling when he's having his picking. He's just smiling.
MIBR Zalzen won champions refers to MIBR Zojin or Zalzen, however you want to say his name, by basically knifing Bang and clutching against 100 Thieves to lock EG into the playoffs and to become champions of the world.
For it, Chosen tonight. You gotta stick it, Chosen spraying tonight. No way. Off of it all. He's the hero in this scenario, and 100 Thieves have been denied.
Tier 2 is where we get to some levels of where some people in the Valorant Esports scene won't really know about. Optic blacklisted in EU is basically refers to originally reported on an episode by Platchat. Optic were trolling in scrims and were even blacklisted by some EMEA teams in Masters 1 Reykjavik and Champions 2022. A couple examples includes Yay playing Yoru on Pearl and then being very, very toxic to the EU teams. I am Zexro refers to a Twitter argument between Zexro and Trick regarding roster changes in Mad Lions in 2023, where Trick was accused of controlling the roster by Zexro, while Trick responded calling him a useless shitter and leaked a bunch of screenshots as well. Zexro would end up saying at the end, "I am Zexro," and now it's in the history books. Zom's Icebox highlights refers to Zoms only getting 1 kill against G2 at Masters Berlin, I'm pretty sure, might be Champions, can't really remember, and this funny video as well to go along with it. Kesnet accusations. I made a video about this, but I TLDR. Kesnet was reportedly being racist against Brazilians, mainly actually say former Furia player DG Zin, calling him the CJ of Valorant. He was suspended for 1 series and was also on probation for 6 months. But check out the video that I made if you want more information about it. Ninja competing in Valorant Esports refers to a bit of a cursing to see, but Ninja did play Valorant professionally for a bit. He played for his own team called Time In, who weren't the best in Valorant, but was also part of controversy with Ninja versus Critical, which I'm pretty sure we'll get into later in this iceberg. Champions Istanbul food poisoning refers to some of the players, coaches, and even the talent member in Champions Istanbul getting food poisoning or a bug or some sort during the event. People include like artists, Segetsu, Mini, Boaster, Enzo, Mako, and even Pansy, or I should say Pansy, were all affected by food poisoning. Psycho vs. Shed Scrim War refers to another Twitter argument, like most of these are, between then Sentinels coach Psycho and NRG coach Shed, which is about 2 websites called Gangster and Prac, which was used for scrims in Valorant. I'll be honest, I'm just so confused to continue to talk about it. I'll leave a link to the thread in the description, but I'm pretty sure it's just about like that one website is shit and the other one is better, but it's just I don't understand it, to be honest. BLG versus NRG twice refers to Bilibili Gaming versus NRG at Champions 2023 in LA, which happened twice, which was result in Bilibili winning for both matches. It might be the result of NRG exploding their roster. Transphobia against C9 Bob refers to the fucked up comments regarding C9 Bob during Game Changers Champions 2022 at Berlin. Yes, the comments were about Bob's gender, which was sad. Bob did respond saying, quote, it was unbelievably hurtful, and for the first time I struggled to ignore it and even felt like I deserved it. G2 fuck Sentinels playing in Masters Berlin 2021. G2 posted a tweet which says special, with a plane carrying fuck Sentinels behind it. Sentinels will win the first match, but G2 would win the second match. And inflation basically refers to the salaries just inflated out of nowhere in North America. Some of them includes Ten's buyout from C9, which was $1 million apparently, according to Hiko, I'm pretty sure. Was that he went to Sentinels, and apparently Sentinels, I guess, had the money for it. And speaking of Sentinels, them and 100 Thieves were reportedly paying their players $20,000 in 2021. Sen 6 situation, it was a very messy situation. The first 6 girlfriend accused him of cheating, even though it was an open relationship the two were in. Then when he came back to the US after lock-in, he first explained the situation on stream, which gained a lot of attention, but not as much as the tweets he put out. Which includes a picture of weed on a glass round table. Shazam even reached out to help as well, and the last time we heard of him, he was arrested for trespassing at a Ferrari dealership. X10 bundle money basically refers to Cruz in 2021. X10 Crit did not share any of the money gained from the bundle to any of the players. The team told the players that they would get a 10% off. Well, I should say they will get 10% of the money. And still to this day, the players have not been paid yet by the org. Sinatra refers to Sinatra situation, which I made a video about. Basically, as a little TLDR, his ex-girlfriend Cleo accused him of sexual assault, among with other serious accusations. I made a video on it, so also go check it out for more information. She would later drop the case because of the backlash from the Valorant community. Jemkin Reyna on Bind. During Ascension Pacific Grand Final against Bleed, Scars player Jemkin chose Reyna on Bind, but went 0-14. Scream versus Nuzera refers to Scream calling out Nuzera on leaving the team during the EMEA League in 2023. Saying, quote, this has happened before, might be also calling out Link as well in the Liquid days, but he was mainly calling out Nuzera as well. Zelsus Gok basically is talking about the sussy boy himself, Zelsus, doing the Gok action on stream. I can't remember if he actually got fined by Riot from it, but it was quite funny either way. Wardell duo ring with Stream Sniper is a very most recent controversy actually, that Wardell was called duo ring with Stream Sniper but kept denying it. Tarek, who was the victim of the stream sniping in the situation, reacted to the clip of him being stream sniped, Wardell has also come out and said that he should have had a delay and everyone on his team was stream sniping him as well, but it's looking likely that it was just one stream sniping and he was dueling with that stream sniper. Valorant_fanboy_69. I'm pretty sure it's just a troll account on the r/Valorant competitive subreddit. Might be wrong about that, but yeah, long live the king, I guess. BCJ Fried Chicken refers to Stack's response to BCJ in Champions 2022, I'm pretty sure. Might be Masters. Where Stax thought BCJ was a fried chicken company. It was kind of funny. So here's the video.
First of all, I don't even know who that is. Okay. When I first heard BCJ, I thought it was some kind of fried chicken company.
Sideshow versus Zeta. This refers to Sideshow's infamous apology on Zeta Division in Masters 1 Reykjavik in 2022, where I'm pretty sure they got 4th place, I'm pretty sure, which is really impressive for Zeta Division. This could be also when Flatchat put Zeta Division upside down at the bottom of the power rankings, which kind of enraged a lot of the Japanese fans.
I'm sorry. I thought Zeta Division would be a bad team based on their bad online performances, and I was wrong. I'm ashamed of my analysis. I should have realized Zeta would improve exponentially at Reykjavik. It's my job to predict results accurately, and I should have known that a region that only had won 3 maps ever at Masters would make top 4 at this event. I let my baldness go to my head, and for that, from the bottom of my heart, I am sorry. Please, please, don't harass Bren or Bala or Kurt. I am fully responsible for all failures to acknowledge the Japanese domination in Valorant. I made a severe lapse in my judgment. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm sorry to the Japanese fans. I'm sorry to the Japanese Prime Minister. And most importantly, I'm sorry to the Zeta Division. I made a dumb mistake because I am a dumb, bald egg who saves far too much money on shampoo each year. I promise to do my best from now on. Thank you to all of the Platchat members for supporting me during this hard time so I can learn and grow and change. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind just hitting the join button underneath this video, we'd really, that helps us through these hard times. And yeah, all I can hope for is you accept this apology.
NSG was a tournament organizer for the North American side of Valorant, and just like most teams and tournaments on this Iceberg, they did not pay the players and teams who competed in those tournaments. Onya Anti-Vax refers to former Leviathan coach Onya was about to be deported from Brazil because he did not provide a valid vaccination card. He voiced his displeasure, basically saying that he's against the idea of the vaccine support, but he is not an anti-vax. He did say that he's not an anti-vax, but people still say that he is anti-vax, which makes sense. C9 Curry is one of the most confusing signings and trades in Valorant history. Curry was added to C9 at the latter half of 2022, where T1 got Zeta and Ordem in return. Let's just say it didn't go well for Cloud9 and Curry. Jason R, one of the most controversial figures in the Valorant scene. Jason R is a content creator for Valorant and was well known for leaving Valorant games when a woman was using voice chat. Understandably, he got a lot of hate with the infamous Tarek versus Jason R argument with Paul Zelzers stuck during the argument, which was quite funny. And fun fact, he was also a player for FaZe Clan back in 2021 in the early days of Valorant. The fake FaZe Academy trials is basically refers to a Valorant player called by the name of Silent impersonated a FaZe Clan manager to host trials for FaZe. T-Dog, I'm pretty sure he was one of the players who was part of the trials, exposed him, and Silent gave out his reasoning. His reasoning was because he was afraid that their star player Vic would probably go back to CS. And how he did as well was that he first got the fake DMs between him and Infamous. He then sent the fake DMs to the players involved in the trials, leading them to believe it was an actual trial. Order bankruptcy, a very sad one for me and for other Oceania fans of Valorant. One of the top teams in Oceania, Order, announced they have entered voluntary administration back in August 2022 due to the organization's poor financial state, even despite raising over $5 million in private investment just the year before in 2021. This was also because of a risky, rapid growth and other esports ventures, according to the owner of Dire Wolves, Jason Spiller. Melons refers to Sideshow once again losing it while watching Carmine Core, and it wasn't just him just saying Melons, in case he wasn't remember. Many other quotes were said by Sideshow, which will be remembered forever.
There's only 30 seconds left. They could pivot to B. They could pivot to B. A pivot B here would be so good. A pivot B here would be so good, Carmine Core.
Oh my god.
Run B, motherfuckers! The guy that flanked you from mid or B is dead. You had 35 seconds to rotate. You know that there's going to be an A stack. Where are you going? There's 15 seconds! Where are you going? You can't go B now! You wasted 20 seconds! What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing?
Bro, you better just
What the
live.
fuck, man? Dude, as soon as they kill Zeke, it's immediately boom, mid to B.
Decide to come back through on CT, but
Time?
They need to get a move on still.
Time?
They need to go okay.
Time?
The shot, but I was getting dangerously close to running out of time.
Time?
What?
There's no time on the defuse, Lauren.
You fucking melons! My eyes! My eyes! Rip them out! May an eagle pluck my eyes out!
Finding the opening kills and converting it into relatively simple
Oh,
rounds.
my poor little Carmine Core melons.
Iterations that they played on a set, right?
They had so many good chances there. They really did. They had so many chances.
NTK and Pank controversy basically refers to two players on the Union roster, and let's just say not great people in this year's society. Firstly, NTK, who has domestically abused his girlfriend in the past, I'm pretty sure, and Pank, who was 10 times worse. Basically, he has done what most Overwatch players have done, which is sexually harass a minor. I hope both of these scumbags are never picked up by any team and are left in the dirt by the Union, hopefully, which I highly doubt. Chow racist comments refers to a GC player for Firepower, Chow, saying racist slurs on the internet. This was it was first exposed by Nemo, a player for Skullcracker Quartz, who then retired after their loss to Firepower in the Game Changers Land Playoffs Grand Final. Now this shit gets wilder, plainly typing out the N-word, not just on Discord but also on Instagram, and shit talking the region that you are playing in is something else. Nitro leaving 100 Thieves refers to current Team Liquid player for CS, Nitro leaving 100 Thieves to go back to CS. Some people have also said that he snagged 100 Thieves because the management of the team had a vision in mind, but with Nitro leaving, it completely messed it up. However, with talks of him coming back to Valorant with M80, could we maybe see him back again in Valorant? But we just have to wait and see until it's been confirmed. T1 Spider and T1 Skadoodle. Now put these two together because both of them were former players of T1. Two very old names back in the days when T1 had their NA roster. Let's first start off with Spider. Spider, he's a former Overwatch League player, switched to T1, and was mainly on the controller role for some stupid reason. And suddenly he changed his name to Sire Player, revealing that his name was actually Sire Player before he moved to Valorant back in Overwatch. Now he's back with T1 as their duelist, which at least is a good sign. Skadoodle, on the other hand, was a confusing acquisition. The CS legend switched to Valorant to be T1's Jet player, I'm pretty sure, until he benched himself, because according to Food, now Victor, who was talking to Crashies, his communications was shit. Since then, Skadoodle is now a content creator on Twitch. Flipsider versus 1010 refers to in a Valorant game, ranked game I should say, Flipsider and 1010 were being racist to each other. Flip called 1010 a weeb, but not directly, because he had a profile picture of a weeb, or not really of a weeb, but of an anime character I should say, and should go back to the Japanese servers, while 1010 in return was being racist not just to Indonesians, which was Flip, But also Indians, basically saying fuck India or something. Thinking Flip was Indian, but not Indonesian. So whoopsies for 1010. Yeah, since we dropped by Northception, and I'm pretty sure Flip got a warning as well by RRQ and the Pacific League as well. And I'm pretty sure 1010, I think he's now with Fade Gaming, I'm pretty sure, in the Japanese scene. Vivo Keyed and X10 Cypher Cam refers to both teams. Vivo Keyed and X10 Esports, I'm pretty sure, used a Cypher Cam which was classified as a bug. The infamous one was Vivo Keyed, who used the cam against Ascend in Champions 2021, where the team got a penalty and gave the rounds the team used the bug to Ascend, which basically won Ascend the game and the map. I made a video on it, so check it out if you want more information about it. The other one, obviously, is X10, as they used the bug against Galaxy Racers during the VCTC tournament. However, to my knowledge, the team were not penalized for this bug, even though another team, Giants, used that exact same cam bug and were not penalized for it. So where is the line between that, Riot? T-Dog versus Rooney refers to T-Dog calling out Rooney after their win against Sonics, basically saying to never type in a match again on Twitter, to obviously talking about Rooney. SFX. Now originally I thought it was about gun sounds or people wanting to change the sound effects of the game. However, while watching BoDork stream on Twitch, I saw obviously Space Gliding saying SFX down payment incident, so now I'm really confused about what the hell this means, and if someone can explain to me in the comments about what the hell this means, that would be great. Thank you very much. Hey, this is Riley from the future, so I just found out what SFX means. It basically refers to a former Nike Arena employee and events manager, Jasper SFX Co. He was basically exposed for allegedly stealing registration fees. Pretty sure he owes them like $200. This came onto the surface on Twitter by Trunksy. I'll leave a link to the article down in the description below. Bozy defending Tate refers to tweets from Bozy, a player for the C9 Academy team back in the day, defending Andrew Tate and other interesting tweets as well. And the final entry is Elon Musk at Champions. Yes, Elon Musk, as the CEO of Twitter/X and Tesla, was at Champions in 2023 at Los Angeles for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Let's just say he didn't get a lot of support from the fans in the arena.
Close. Where's that from? That can't be from in here, surely.
Is that a bigger reaction than 10's got?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. Must be nice. 10-5. Focus back on the game now. Paper X. Another challenge for them. 10 rounds. This crowd's funny.
Tier 3 is where some people will probably remember, and most likely some people will learn something on this tier. The NALCQ 2021 LAN, one of the messiest LANs in Valorant history, thanks to many internet issues, which can be seen with Lomonalcy vs Exa, which caused the tournament to be online for the rest of the tournament. However, it doesn't stop there though, because rumor has it that two players who were competing in the NALCQ got the virus. And obviously players who would play off stage, you know, away from everyone else. However, the PCs that were used off stage were actually better than the PCs provided by Riot, I'm pretty sure, on stage. So that was a bit of a messy thing there. And to top it all off, obviously the players in question, which possibly had the virus, was Corey and Baby Bay. But to top it all off though, when it went online, Riot vs C9 match, Riot's player Superman's internet cut out and the match was forced to be postponed to the next day just to finish with one map and one round. It was a mess. Envy forgot Mike's HD's contract proposed to Mike's HD being a trial coach for us for Team Envy. Once the trial ended though, he was supposed to be the analyst for the team. But the team forgot and to write a contract for him resulted in him to leave the team, which is a bit awkward. Anbox Harmful contract, another contract story, this time resulting with Harmful, who was about to join Anbox after receiving a contract from them after a successful trial with the team. However, the team took it away because some of the members of the team felt uncomfortable. At least that's one way, I guess, to lose a contract with the team. There's now cheating accusations, so I think I might need to put in some context on who Nizal is. So Nizal, he's well known for competing with Team Heretics in the early days of 2021, but mysteriously dropped from the team and the scene due to family issues, apparently. A lot of controversy surrounded him because, one, apparently he's done this before in another game called Battle on 1944, and the second one, which I'm pretty sure everyone thinks he did, was cheating. If that is the case, then Nizal was the biggest player who competes in the VCT to be detected by Valorant's anti-cheating software. Resulting this, he fell off the face of the earth. Send bathroom break at Champion 2021 refers to, obviously I talked about it briefly on Zons vs Brazil, but the reason for the tech pause between Sentinels and Furia at Champions in 2021 was because Shazam needed to go to the bathroom. That's really all. Alter Ego Celestri contract jail. Made a now deleted tweet that Nether Noob reported GC player was forced to sign an NDA with a $100,000 fine or forced unemployment for a year if breaking the NDA. Additionally to that, the org sent the players buyout to match the NA and the EMEA players buyout at the time. It was most likely Henry who was in contract jail, which is absolutely horrible and no one deserves to be a part of that. GC player letting boyfriend to play in the qualifiers, and yes, it is what it sounds like. A GC player, Game Changers player, let her boyfriend play in a qualifier, which obviously is not allowed. Apparently, the GC player in question, Mars, has done it before with other male players competing for her, and I'm pretty sure I made a video on this, so go check it out if you want more information about it. I'm pretty sure I did, but I might be wrong. Optic partnership application failed refers to Optic's application for partnership failed. I've seen it, it could be because of a disagreement between Optic and Riot on the content the team could make, but I'm not really too sure. Either way, it did split the roster to their separate ways. Marv's rap career refers to Marv's career as a rapper, which is interesting to say the least. I'm pretty sure he's also even teased a song he was making, which is called Would You Fall in Love on stream, and it's interesting to say the least as well.
If I wrote this song, would you fall in love? Would you fall in love if I saw you at the club? Would you fall in love? Would you fall in love? Yeah. And when I met you, you were so damn fine. All I wanted was a minute of your time. Girl, that's all I need. Yeah. And girl, excuse me, I see you looking from across the room every couple seconds so you lose me. You keep glancing back, biting on your lip. Mama, what you tryna do then? What you tryna do then? Why don't you come on over here, back it up? Love it when you back it up, yeah. Okay!
ESIC match fixing report refers to some CSGO players who retired to play Valorant professionally were caught in hot water with ESIC about possible match fixing. It was like this big thing, pretty sure like, I don't know, 40 to like 100 players, maybe even like were probably part of this report. Some notable players included Shanks, Poise, and Marv. BoDork Gaming scam refers to, I'm pretty sure it was a Korean team by the name of BoDork Gaming who scammed many players out of their money. According to a Reddit user about the subject, obviously u/dedicated self, there was an inexperienced guy from Malaysia who started his own esports team called Plinus, I'm pretty sure I say the name, who partnered with BoDork Gaming because he saw the rapid growth of esports. He gave out false promises of contracts, salaries, and partnerships, so he controls the org from the background, and the team was formed with the promises. All of a sudden, he realized how unprofitable the business and lost a lot of money and ghosted everyone. And with that, BoDork Gaming and the CEO's reputation dwindled. Angel Jet 13-0 versus Fnatic, and don't even ask me how this is real, well somehow it is. The oldest player to play in an international event in the IGL for FPX at the time, Angel, played Jet when Artis was not playing. I'm pretty sure he was sick, correct me if I'm wrong, and had Batty G playing for the team. I'm still baffled over this, and Angel, a Smokes player, played Jet at 13-0 Fnatic. Even though yes, he wasn't the best, but still either way, it's definitely something that everyone is going to remember. Heretics Foxy refers to Foxy who played for Heretics accused the team for not paying his termination fee written in the contract. The team also owed his salary for his time on the team and fees for 2 months salary until the team terminated his contract. Originally, the team didn't want to terminate the contract to pay the full amount agreed regarding the fee, and instead tried to sell Foxy to Team Kesso for a small fee, and Foxy fought over this, understandably. According to Foxy, his agent and Heretics came to an agreement for terminating his contract in exchange for Foxy signing an agreement which said he couldn't damage Heretics in any way. He's basically not talking bad about Heretics. The co-owner of Heretics, Anu Vidal, I'm pretty sure they say the name, might be wrong, I apologize, did confirm Heretics made the decision to remove Foxy from the team, but disagreed of the characterization of the team according to the allegations from Foxy. The team also considered the league as primary breach, or privacy breach, I should say, of the agreement between Foxy and Heretics. It's a very, very messy situation, so I'll leave a link to the article in the description so you can read it for yourself. Immortals Emil Shine, which was an Azerbaijani player from Immortals. No one knows what happened, considering he was actually a pretty decent player for Immortals at the time. However, I did find on Reddit that he was being very weird to a female teammate during ranked, like making kissing noises and making weird remarks and stuff to this female player who was the teammate with him. But the female in question, at level Keen, I'm pretty sure they say her name, might be wrong, said she was not uncomfortable, and so other than that, I don't know what and where Emulsion is now these days. Apparently, I saw in it, like, pretty sure I saw on Reddit that he was traveling and doing streams and stuff, but not really too sure. OG Kenny S, oh, what it could have been. The CS legend of Kenny S was about to switch to Valorant to play for OG, but Riot blocked it because G2 was loaning him to OG to play for them in the 2022 VRL France Revolution, even though both G2 and OG agreed to the loan, which is pretty disappointing. Guild Draken, pretty sure this refers to Draken signing with the team in 2 separate occasions. First, when Guild announced their full Swedish roster, and 14 days later he left and then rejoined for the 2021 LCQ in EMEA. He has since retired to go back to CS. C9 Scuba refers to what could have been as well, just like the Kenny S entry. Before C9 made the super decision to sign with Curry for some random reason, C9 wanted to sign Scuba, but the Knights, obviously them being dickheads, they asked for a buyout so high which C9 could not afford. DSG Demon 1, and this will be the final possible team and player combination that you'll see on this tier, so don't worry. But the DSG owner of Elite Disguised Terrorists revealed that Demon 1 was poached by EG after the team scrimmed against EG. Imagine a world though where Demon 1 was in DSG tearing apart while EG struggled with their roster from lock-in. Mystic Rays refers to one of the most out of the blue hero selects. Mystic, who was playing for Apex, randomly chose Raze against Focus in the Split 1 Polaris upper semifinals. Don't know why. Let's just say it didn't go well, and you know what they say, if it works in scrims, it probably won't work in a professional match. See you in Dallas, buddy refers to a tweet from Neon, who is a coach official in AIM Labs, talking about the guns having RNG regarding the bullets never going straight. But he was basically shitting on the RNG of the guns, which makes sense. Shazam responded basically saying that he was shooting long range with a pistol, so I mean, it's like, okay, that's fair enough. But then Neon clapped back with a tweet to remember, see you in Dallas, buddy. This left Shazam very confuffled and confused, and Riot even commemorated this with an Easter egg in the game, which I just found out while making this video. Artists exposed in EMEA stream refers to, I'm pretty sure after lock-in, artists went on an exposing spree about the EMEA region. One example I remember is artists leaving Fish 123, which later became Team Liquid. This was because Liquid only wanted 4 of the players. So artist volunteered himself to leave, and everyone else was just giving him shit because of it, calling him a snake and other stuff.
I'm gonna give you a story. Liquid wants to pick me up, and G2 wants to pick me up. Liquid will go through the agents, doing it the professional way, okay? And Scream, no. Listen. Liquid wanted this at the time. Liquid wanted our team. Liquid wanted Fish 123, but they said to us, guys, you have to kick someone. They said, listen, you pick one person to kick on your team. They said, we want you as a 4. We don't want 5. You as a team have to kick one person. And I was like, bro, we can't do that. I was like, we can't kick someone. Like, how brutal is that? We can't just go, oh yeah, Link, you're gone. Oh, Cryptics, by the way, we decided as a team you're kicked. I get a contract in my email, bing, bada boom, like this, sign the contract. I message my team, I'm like, guys, listen, someone has to take the hit. I was like, I ain't taking a hit, I'm taking a raise, brother, I'm taking a raise. I was like, I have to go to G2. They start flaming me. You know what? My whole team, listen, my whole fucking team. Eccles, Soulcast, I can't remember. Cryptics, I remember, yo, listen. You know what Link said? I remember what Link said. I'll tell you what Link said. Link said, this is funny as fuck. Link said to me, he's like, Ardis, I don't even know why you're getting offered off G2. Like, you're not even that good, bro. And I was like, bro, I'm gone 100% now. I was like, after Link said that to me, I was like, I'm gone, bro. The whole team, even Sliggy, I don't see Sliggy as well. They're all saying, Ardis, you selfish bastard, you fucked all our chances. Like, we're all not going to get a team because of you, Ardis. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Ardis? Like, you fucked all our chances all because you want to be greedy. I was like, guys, if I don't leave, if I leave, like, so I said, someone has to leave so you guys get Liquid, okay? Listen, and then, like a couple of days later, Liquid messaged them, like, yo, yeah, guys, I heard Ardis left. We want to pick up the whole 4 of you. And then they're like, oh yeah, Ardis was actually right, bro. Ardis was actually right. And then, like, to this day, bro, they haven't said sorry, bro. To this day, bro.
The Turkish Twitch bits refers to basically in the Turkish scene there was a money laundering scheme with the Twitch bits. I'm pretty sure there was like a bunch of like stolen credit cards. I'm pretty sure. And the police has revealed around like 40 people were part of this scheme, which reportedly scammed nearly like 10 million US dollars, which is a lot. From the victims, players included Kiro, Cassie X3, and Delara from BBL Queens, Luzio from Fireflux Esports, the Katie and the Nightchu from Rignam Kara Esports, and even CNED's brother, and possibly CNED might have been also part of this as well. But if you want more information about it, I made a video on it, so go check it out. Mad Lions NA roster fiesta refers to Mad Lions changing their roster during the 2023 NA split, just in between them basically. The first roster included Trick, Aang, Zexro, Drone, and Narrate, and then after the debacle between Trick and Zexro, and Drone also left as well along with Zexro. The team added Blackheart and Bior for the second split, so it was a bit of a mess. Zelsa's Masters Reykjavik, so as a little TLDR, considering that I also made a video on this as well. The now Sentinels player Zelsa's, who was playing for V1 at the time, was suspended by Riot due to inappropriate remarks during Masters 2 Reykjavik to an official. I'll leave a link to the video I made on the situation so you can watch it for yourself, but it's still a bit of a mystery on what actually happened. Focus on your bomb site, I'm pretty sure refers to Mel coming to her team during Masters Tokyo to focus on their own bomb site, and let's just say it didn't go too well. It could probably also refer to people saying to new players to focus on your own bomb site, but I'm not really too sure. The XZ lawsuits refers to the Valorant XZ plays in 2022 suing XZ because, you guessed it, unpaid revenue regarding Valorant Champion 2022. If it's either merchandise or the bundle, anything you can basically think of. Interesting though that BCJ is the only player who didn't sue the team due to unpaid revenue and champions by everyone else. Zekken, Aaron, Def, Cryos, and even the coach as well, SlackRNT, all 5 of them have sued XZ. Wyatt 100 Thieves general manager, apparently current Plat Chat member and commentator Wyatt was up for consideration to be the new general manager for 100 Thieves in 2022, which is pretty cool. Before the team decided to get DDK as the general manager. 13-0 100 Thieves refers to 100 Thieves getting 13-0 by the Guard in 2022 with their roster of Eccles and BabyJ, also along with Hiko, Asuna, and Ethan. Right after the Mac show, the team made a very controversial change and dropped both Eccles and BabyJ and replaced them with JC Sani and Bang. It's definitely an interesting change considering that Eccles basically moved to America just to do this, and then had to move back to the UK. So a lot of heartfelt messages was directed to Eccles. Not a lot to BabyJ though, but it kind of makes sense. Have you seen the guy? Ninja versus BBG Critical refers to Ninja accusing Built by Gamers player Critical for war hacks in 2021 against BBG versus Timon. Obviously, no one agreed with him. However, it didn't stop Riot disqualifying BBG from the Nights Before Christmas Invitational, which is where it happened, but reinstated the team after the backlash, which I don't understand why they needed just to disqualify BBG in the first place, considering that in the past Critical was, I'm pretty sure, first accused of hacking or war hack something, and Riot cleared him, so I don't know. ROQ warning refers to ROQ getting a warning from Riot because of internal behavior before the 2023 season. It could also be talked about that the team signed 5 Filipino players and 1 Indonesian player, which didn't make sense, but luckily they signed 2 more, so at least that was a good sign. XQC Turtle Troops refers to popular Twitch streamer XQC had talks with Turtle Troop players about signing them to his team, possibly being the 3rd team to be under a content creators brand with disguised hosts with the SG, and Ludwig and Moist Critical same with Moist Moguls, now Moist Shopify. SQC then, however, ghosted the team according to one of the players' governor, and the stream pretty sure was Sub Rosa, correct me if I'm wrong, and before backing out of the deal without any explanation well later. Untamable Beast refers to a team in the NA Split 1 qualifiers called Untamable Beast with some interesting players. The players included Sinatra, Zombs, Prod, Marv, and Dizzy. It was a very controversial team when it was announced, because it makes sense to me, like Sinatra with the whole drama around him, and Zombs with Brazil when Prod for some reason was in the team for some reason, so it was quite a lot of stuff there. Flyer EMEA offers, I'm pretty sure it refers to Moist Shopify player Flyer, getting offers from the EMEA region, but rejecting them to stay in NA. I'm certain this is what the entry means, but I might be wrong. Bren Esports, not to be confused with the caster Bren. Bren Esports was a Filipino team whose owner was found to be smuggling drugs involving an estimated amount of $33.6 million. I'm not really too sure if he's currently in jail, but if someone has an update on the situation, please comment down below and I'll pin it or put like an update in the description. Screen misses lineups, which distracts Redgar, is maybe one of the funniest things that's ever happened this year in 2023, other than Carmine Core vs Sideshow. But basically, what happened was during the regular season in the EMEA region, Carmine Core vs Team Liquid, Scream did a lineup which he messed up horribly. That Redcar, who was also in a horrible position, got distracted by the lineup. Here's a video of the Platchat boys reacting to it.
My favorite on Ascent was round 17, where XMS has an op. So Nivera, I mean, they could be running a comp where, you know, they actually have an opper that's in a good position to do something. They don't even have Nivera opping. They have XMS opping, and he smokes himself off. He uses both smokes at the beginning of these rounds every time, so he doesn't have them for the mid-rounding. He smokes himself off, even though he's holding mid. And they can't pivot at all, and then Scream misses his molly over the top of Cat, and Redgar gets distracted by how badly it missed. Redgar's in a bad position, and he still gets the kill. Look at this. Look at this missed molly coming up here. Look at it. God, it's so good. It's like one of the first times they've thrown util. Watch it on the top right. Look where it lands on the top right of the screen. Scream throws it. It's supposed to go towards the generator. It would have flushed out Nazis inside his cam. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Redgar's in an awful spot. What's he gonna do? Here comes the nade. Up and over the top. Look at this. Look at where it lands. That's on top of cannon.
No. T1 Victor and Crashies versus Skadoodle. Now by accident, I already covered it in tier 2, so a quick rundown. Skadoodle benched himself when he was in T1. It was later leaked that Victor and Crashies were talking about Skadoodle and his poor communication with the team, which could be the reason why Skadoodle benched himself. EG trial process. This entry I have no idea about. I've looked far and wide, done quite a lot of research, even like on Reddit and Twitter and all that other stuff, but I got nothing. Maybe could be talk about EG having a 12-man team and keeping the previous 5 from last year in 2022, but I generally have no idea what this means. The same as well goes for Ryan Blastcam. This one I also got nothing. I've looked for VODs in the last Twitch invitation, which I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure it is what the entries talk about, or like tournament of where it's at. But I got nothing. I did see one snippet of his camera, which could have looked like he's in prison. I'll be honest, but I have no idea. It could also maybe be talking about his photo and the UI of the match, but I don't know. I generally am so confused. I don't know what this means. D+ Korean buyouts refers to a Korean team, a D+ having massive buyouts for players for certain teams who wanted their players. Most likely the teams in partnership or even D+'s rivals, maybe, but I think it was mainly the partnership teams who wanted the players were given a massive buyout which they couldn't afford on some of the players in D+. Possibly the weirdest way to forfeit a match was a team forfeits due to Honkai Star Rail. In the VCL Hong Kong and Taiwan 2023 Split 2, a team called the Ghost Commandos had to forfeit their game against S2 Esports because one of their players was playing Honkai Star Rail and couldn't install the VCT client in time for their match. What the fuck is this? Finally, for Tier 3 is the EG graphic design. Pretty sure it is talking about the merch EG made after their winning champions 2023. And I'll be honest and say, this crap right here, this is the laziest piece of merchandise I have ever seen regarding esports or even other sports in general. It is horrible. And obviously people memed on it, so that completely makes sense to me. Tier 4 is where we get more into the nitty gritty of Valorant, maybe some curse things, and once again, more owners and people not paying their employees. Daznerth, I'm pretty sure just refers to the Twitch streamer Daznerth, who is well known for his Cypher and Judge gameplay, but other than that, I think it's just a meme entry, so it doesn't really matter. Complexity rejected Sen roster, and yes, this is true. The original Sen call, which also included Shazam, Sinatra, Dapper, Zoms, and Sick, they were about to join Complexity Gaming. However, the team Complexity were not interested, so Shazam went to Sentinels and TSM, and decided to land onto Sentinels due to the freedom the organization gave regarding content creation, I'm pretty sure. What could it have been for Complexity if they said yes? Hiko CT spawn callout refers to Hiko calling out someone in CT, but accidentally saying the gamer word. He has since deleted the VOD, but you can probably find it on YouTube or anywhere. Our partnership application, this refers to the possible reason why Crazy Raccoon was ejected from partnership, which was because they didn't send the necessary paperwork in time to be accepted. However, now with the basically of the roster of Designator Focus Me, I mean, I guess Crazy Raccoon is technically now part of partnership now. Technically, not really too sure, but I think that's the original reason why Crazy Raccoon was not accepted into partnership. Masters 2 bathrooms. This is one of the biggest mysteries in Valorant Esports history. Is what the fuck happened in the Masters 2 bathrooms? Well, the answer is no one knows. However, I have looked on Reddit that it might have contributed to the blacklisted EMEA player, or maybe something incredibly cursed happened in that bathroom, but we have to wait for an answer. 3D Dicey Jet. This is fucking nightmare fuel. Good luck going to sleep after looking at this. Singapore player gained jail time for match fixing refers to Valorant's first big match fixing scandal when a Singaporean team called Resurgence went up against Blackbird Ignis, or Ibnis, I'm not really too sure, during the Valorant Ignition series in 2020, so a very long time ago, where one of the players, Germs, found himself in prison for 4 months, while another player, Dreamy CSGO, was sentenced to reformative training for at least 6 months. I made a video about it as well, so just click on the link in the description below so you can watch it for yourself. Scrawny refers to Kaide calling Crashies a scrawny during Masters 3 Berlin. Crashy's teammate Ye was not impressed and voiced his displeasure to Kaide on Twitter. Kaide obviously later apologized on Twitter longer, while the tweet which Ye basically called out Kaide is no longer available. Metafy prices refers to some of the prices regarding Valorant coaching on metafy.gg. Prices includes Magic Sweden costing $127 for a session, and 2 creators which cost $150 for coaching, which includes OD26 and Jolzy TV. Apollo venue drama, pretty sure this refers to Game Changers venue, which which is going to be based in the Riot Games studio in Sao Paulo, which only holds 150 spectators. Ultimately, this caused an uproar on social media with people wanting to change on the venue, but Riot were not budging at all. Z Division GC incident refers to one of the players in the roster, Flappy, turned out to be a massive racist, boosting and account sharing. Flappy then revealed to be a transgender 15-year-old girl because public figures would be massive arseholes to her, and Zeta came to her defense. Flappy has since left the team because of the controversy, and I don't think Flappy has seen anywhere actually in the Valorant Esports scene since then. GTZ scam refers to an organization called GTZ Esports not paying players and staff after playing the play-ins and challenges in the 2023 season of VCL. Apparently, GTZ also didn't pay their players and staff in CS, so it's a very shady org, just like EG. Sushi Boys, this just refers to just a copy pasta which was first served by Sideshow in the Plat Chat Watch Party in 2021 Champions.
I want to eat outrageous amounts of raw fish tonight. Just the rawer the better. Just shove it in my... And I want to be surrounded by boys. Or men. Preferably men. Specifically these men. It came out sounding weird, but I meant you guys.
NXL defamation charges refers to a VLR.gg article by about Team NXL being charged by Boom Esports and Bigatron Esports due to supposed poaching on some of the NXL players by Boom and Bigatron. However, it came out that NXL had no legal information behind the accusations due to no contracts being brought by Boom or Bigatron before any of the NXL players. Furthermore, Boom and Bigatron's legal group K-Case accused NXL for accusing Boom's for accessing Boom's official Discord server, which claims to be highly confidential information. I'll leave a link to the article in the description below so you can read it for yourself, but it's a pretty long read. Guildmasters Copenhagen. I have no idea what this means. Maybe some adventures during Copenhagen. But basically what happened there regarding that I know about Guild Esports is that they dominated their group but flopped massively during the playoffs. Other than that, I have no idea what this means. Bleed Juicy age refers to Juicy basically being 17 years old, and which means he can't compete in the 2024 VCT season because he's not 18. Even though some big names would have missed out in the 2023 season if it wasn't for an exemption called the grandfathering. For the first year partnership competition in 2023, considering the ruling players who are, well, basically it considers players who are born on or before March 26, 2005 could compete. The counting Alpha and Manier as some players who could have missed out on the 2023 season if the exemption wasn't in place. While Les and Zekin were born before March 26th deadline, so they would have been fine. Juicy has pretty sure since gone to the military service in Singapore. Marv, who said that, I mean, originally I thought this was about George Geddes' article about Marv going to Sentinels, but now I'm doubting that. So I don't really know what this entry means. E-Masters, just like some, or most teams I just say on this entries, E-Masters removed their social media accounts. This is because of unpaid wages. The coach of the team, Vixie, did say that they were going to pursue legal action against the CEO of E-Masters, that being Ben Masters, due to the unpaid wages. However, Masters came out and said they breached their contracts. Ow? I don't even know, to be honest. Visca is basically a Japanese player who was exposed for cheating on his wife with allegedly an Apex Legends YouTuber named MacLeod. I'm not really too sure how you say her name. He's currently a current player for Noah's Fox. Not really too sure what his relationship status is, but literally that is none of my business, I'll be honest. Bazinga refers to Giants player Ambi wearing a Bazinga shirt during the EMEA 2021 broadcast. I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. EU Challenges 2021 Stage 3 Challenges suit lower round 3. If I had to take guess, it's probably something about 10-star, considering that it was 10-star versus Fnatic. Other than that, I don't know what that is. Maybe the start of the shady business, but I have no idea, to be honest. Polaris cutting one broadcast day during the 2023 season of the VCL season The tournament organizers of Polaris had to cut a broadcast date, most likely because of viewership being incredibly low and payment just weren't really just paying up. I'm pretty sure some teams also shut down because of this, so it really screwed a bunch of teams up. DeFran Solari banned, former Overwatch League pro and current streamer DeFran, was banned indefinitely from Valorant due to insulting him and his team during the Solari Cup. Hong Kong suck in the bathroom, no idea what this is about. I'm guessing it's an inside joke or something that actually happened, either in Champs 2022, Locked In, Masters Tokyo, or Champs 2023. So I guess Kang Kang was stuck in the bathroom at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but he was stuck in the bathroom. NIP Bootcamp, once again, no idea. Probably something cursed, I'm not really too sure. Let's just move over now to the next entry. Water Gang Crypto Rob, one of the most bizarre things to ever happen in the scene is Water finding out his crypto wallet was robbed. He lost most of his life savings actually thanks to the robber, so when in doubt, always make sure that your crypto wallet is safe. Goomba 20 sensitivity training. Now, the only Goomba I know, other than obviously the Mario Goomba, mushroom looking ass, is the former Immortals coach and current Overwatch coach Goomba, the Australian. And I have a feeling, I don't think that Goomba didn't do or say anything bad, which caused him to have sensitivity training. But maybe he did, but just like some of these entries, I got nothing. I don't know. Look, I was searching up Goomba 20, I could not find anything about him, so I don't know who this person is. Deepman's keyboard setup. Now, if you think that Kang Kang's monitor tilt downwards, or Redguard's posture was horrible in Curse, then you have not seen how Turkish player Deepman's plays. It is definitely something that I can't even explain. His mouse is over in Narnia, and his keyboard is like 95 degrees. Arda's double agent refers to an ongoing joke about Arda's being sent to NA by Angel to sabotage the best NA roster on paper, that being NRG, and then returning back to EMEA to play on Na'Vi with Angel, Shao, Zagetsu, and Zippin, the Masters 2 Copenhagen champions. Latterus owner basically goes to the players for payment. This also caused the VRL Dash region to come out and say the org owns the sport rather than the players, which caused a massive uproar, as you can imagine. Basically, just the owner just being an absolute dickhead. Freaks For You is basically an organization for casters, so it's basically an agency, I'm pretty sure. They basically own some casters, basically 20k plus euros at one point even. Also, a tweet from Mel revealed an employee made a game-ending joke if Mel didn't make it to Berlin. Obviously, I'm not going to say the word, but like, you know, ending them. You know what I mean, right? He made a joke about it, and obviously Mel exposed that employee on it. Austin Airbnb. I wish I knew what this is, but I don't. I'm also sad to say that this isn't the final time that we're going to have a Airbnb entry in this video, which is not a good sign. My guess is probably something incredibly cursed happened during the Airbnb or something funny, not really too sure. All I know is that it's an inside joke. So, yeah. Accidental betting sponsor post by what the entry implies. The betting sponsor posts were not accidental but genuine, so for example, if an org tweets out, for example, "We are sorry about the previous post, blah blah blah," the orgs are not sorry, they are just doing it just for PR, so basically it doesn't really matter. iBuy paying $3 million out of his own pocket. A tweet from BoDork mentioned that Koi, which is a owner, which is a popular Spanish streamer, obviously of iBuy, reportedly paid $3 million out of his own pocket to pay his employees, which is a massive W, to be fair, considering that most of these entries is just owners not paying their players and coaches and employees, basically. This is also because of the parent company of Rogue and Infinite Reality were having financial problems. However, due to the recent tweets from Koi, it is looking like Rogue is making a comeback. I'm not really too sure what's happening with Koi, I'll be honest. Shanks Ball Up refers to how Shanks got a trial with Immortals thanks to Marv, and if you're wondering what Ball Up means, it basically means smoking weed or rolling a joint. Here is a stream, or VOD I should say, or video, where Marv explained basically the whole thing.
Immortals last shot up, my whole team was watching, and at the same time, Corey and like Zach, Rockets were talking to Gangsta, and they were saying, "Yo, I I was telling them, yo, you guys can get shanks. You guys can get shanks, right? I'm like, yo, trust me, get shanks. And then they're like, I Jimmy, ask or call shanks for us. I call Ryan. This guy's mid ball up, I think. I'm pretty sure he was mid ball up. He's mid ball up. I'm like, fam, when are you gonna be home? He's like, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm chilling right now. He's like, I'm chilling right now. I'm like, chill, bro. Come home right now. He's like, why? I'm like, fam, you wanna play a match? Ring for IMT right now. Come back. Or play against T1. He's like, I bet. He's like, I'm coming home right now. 10 minutes. Man zoomed home. He zoomed home. Hops on top frags. That boy different.
Polaris split one trophy. Once again, no idea. Maybe with some cheap trophies some people got due to the viewership being so low or something. I don't really know. All I know is that Polaris was an absolute dumpster fire in 2023. Franchise team trialing play through deathmatch. I think what jumps to me as a franchise team is maybe Evil Geniuses, considering they have a 12-man roster and they probably did some deathmatch thing to decide the 5-man roster. I've seen people also say maybe RRQ, but I'm not really too sure. My best bet is maybe EUG, but I'm most likely wrong, to be honest.
Finally, we have Tier 5. This is where we get into the deep ends of Valorant Esports, and definitely stuff that they most likely are learning here in this tier. K-Cole's 2022 offseason adventure refers to Carmichael almost getting kicked out of the EMEA Partnership League because the team basically had no money. So yeah, that's definitely. I mean, just imagine just a world where we didn't get to see Carmichael basically being the source of entertainment over in EMEA League. It'd be very, very depressing. Lock-in gear thief refers to an apparent thief who was stealing players' gears during the lock-in event in 2023. Players includes King and Secret from Genji and Tabata from RQ. One thing all those three have in common is that the thief stole the players' earphones, while Tabata also got his sound card stolen as well. I don't think they've recovered it, so I guess it's gone forever then. The 3 AM donor incident. Oh boy. This is maybe one of the most disgusting entries in this iceberg. It's not even because that is a person or like the person is just really like scummy. It's because the incident is just plain whole just disgusting. Basically, the incident refers to an unknown player or person well known in the community took a bite into a donut, which is a kebab, I'm pretty sure. However, the person did not realize that a bird took a shit on said donor and ate it. A good old bite on said donor. Very, very disgusting. Yeah, it was something I wish I'd never learned. Monarch Effect racist comments against Swell refers to current Roll Never Give Up player Swell receiving racist comments from the Chinese Monarch Effect players. The comments includes the players calling him the Chinese word for monkey in the bathroom, and during map 2 they were making monkey noises directed to Swell. Pretty sure this happened in LCQ of the 2023 season, so pretty recently. 10-star Doma funded by tax fraud refers to the org 10 stars. CEO Tom Roderick was caught with tax fraud. It doesn't end there, however. It also came out that Roderick was abusing a government scheme for provisions of apprenticeships in the UK, which sets up dozens and hundreds of people on fake apprenticeships and skimmed the training ground and possibly more. And once again, the team did not pay their players and coaches, so it's a bit of a mess. 10-star was. I'll leave a link to some articles down in the description below so you can read about the 10-star situation, but it's very, very messy. G2 2021 refers to the shit show G2 had in 2021. So let's just say 2020. So in 2020 they were possibly the best team in the world, especially in EMEA. Obviously, some people can say that Sentinels was the best team in 2020, but G2 was definitely up there. And then, however, so the team picked up Zeke for a stage, then dropped half the team to poach players from Team Heretics, then qualified the Masters, Berlin champions with the whole Sentinels drama. Fuck Sentinels with the plane and stuff. Got 13-0 by Gambit, and drama as well between Kellogg's and Nookie, and once again poach players from Giants. It was maybe the biggest fall from grace from any team in Valorant Esports history. Toronto Valorant LAN Airbnb refers to mainly current FaZe Clan streamer Shanks. Can be seen passed out and was on the ground at the front of the Airbnb. I'm pretty sure thanks to the security camera. He apparently showed his dick in public and then live streamed himself when he slept on the lawn. Once again, pretty cursed. Blacklisted EMEA players. No one knows who the EMEA players are, or obviously who are blacklisted. I'm seeing on Reddit that it might have to do maybe with the Masters bathroom incident, which I can't find any information about as well. And some have also said that it could have been Nazal, while others said it could have maybe been David P. But honestly, I have no idea who these EMEA blacklisted players could be. Immortals Gaming Club refers to Immortals being an honest-to-God shit org to work in or work with. An example I remember was back in 2020 in the Flashpoint tournament. Immortals had to postpone a match because of the BLM protest back then in 2020. When in reality, it was actually because one of the players was having internet issues. It impacted the schedule, making things a lot harder for teams and players in the tournament. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely one example. There's definitely like a couple more, maybe like the GC team. I'm pretty sure there was some controversy there, or like the team like not paying their players. But yeah, the Immortals Game Club is shit, horrible org. However, the Brazilian side, the MIBR side, are actually pretty chill. So luckily, well, at least one side is chill compared to the other one, which is just shit. Totoro Gaming match fixing refers to a Chinese team called Totoro Gaming being part of a match fixing in a third-party tournament against Shaanxi Gaming. Apparently, there was late pre-match betting, which includes wagers for Totoro Gaming to lose at least one map or at least 3 total maps to be played. This resulted in players receiving monetary compensation as a result. Underdog and Invincible players also got punished along with the Totoro Gaming roster, while most players as well got 9, 12, or 18 month bans. 2 players from Totoro Gaming actually got permanently suspended from Valorant Esports, which includes Izzy and Silvavia. I probably said that wrong. But I'll leave a link to the competitive ruling down in the description below. I don't think I actually made a video on this because it was very in the hush-hush, like I didn't actually know this happened, but yeah, it happened. Yakuza funded roster 2022. Now, when BoDork mentioned, or should I say added this to the iceberg, I was intrigued and a bit surprised. For context, Yakuza is a Japanese mafia group which was founded in the 17th century and has around 11,400 members. Now I had a look at what roster could have been funded by this group. I firstly searched up Yakuza Valorant, where a team in Europe called Yakuza was formed. However, the team played in 2021, so that is obviously off the table. So then I had to look at some of the Japanese teams and the tattoos from the members. I'll be honest, that also doesn't really help out, to be fair. I thought maybe Sengoku Gaming, considering that one of the tattoos look kind of similar to one of the tattoos members have, and considering the team changed their logo in 2023, could it maybe be Sengoku, or maybe Crazy Raccoon? I'm pretty sure saw someone on Reddit that said it's probably maybe the reason why Crazy Raccoon was basically was declined a partnership. Could maybe be another team. I'm just not thinking of. Let me know what you think of what this funded roster from this Japanese mafia group was. So yeah, just let me down in the comments below. False VCT invite refers to Riot accidentally sending one of the non-partnership teams the spike thing that partnership teams receive. According to BoDork, all we know is that it was not G2 Esports. So I have no idea what or who this team could be. Could maybe be TSM, The Guard, FaZe Clan, maybe like another org, like I don't know, like Solar's Laser. I have no idea. It could basically be any org. Sao Paulo Adventure refers to the adventures Sick had when he was at Sao Paulo during lockdown 2023. It is easily documented on his Twitter and social media, like when Sick explained the entire situation with him and Sentinels and the drama with his girlfriend. This might have also contributed to Sick's mental state going down to the fucking dumpster fire. But obviously I could be wrong. I just hope he's okay and now gets the help he needs. But obviously there's definitely articles and videos about the whole stuff that Sick had, like basically like the whole like things that Sick did in Sao Paulo. So I'm probably literally not going to go into it, but you could definitely search it up on YouTube or even on his Twitter page as well to get all the adventures that Sick had in Sao Paulo. Team leaked the hotel address during a lockdown. Now, I think BoDork covered it briefly, whereas I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, where a team was making content but accidentally leaked the hotel address to the internet. I'm not sure who could have done this, but hopefully something comes up soon, but I highly doubt it, considering that I don't think a team would really want to come out and say, hey, we leaked the hotel address in Locked-In. I generally don't really know who this team could be. I'm not really too sure if he even said it, but it's something that happened. Lothar Viper cosplay. Now, if you think Super's cosplay or even Sneaky's cosplay was good or in another dimension, then you have not seen current DRX content creator Lothar's cosplay as Viper. Let's say a lot of people either thought it was really good or incredibly cursed, but it's not as cursed as the 3D Dicey Jet. Casters brought a trophy out of their own pockets. My guess is this maybe came from Polaris, considering Polaris was a dumpster fire of a region in 2023, but it maybe could have just been maybe from another region or even another year. But if it was from the Polaris region, then I would not be surprised, considering how horrible the Polaris year was in 2023, but obviously I could be wrong. If someone can maybe tell me if I'm correct or wrong down in the comments below, that would be great. CS betting sites trying to sponsor VCT costumes. You could basically you can just list up any betting site in CS, like CSGO How or even CSGO Big, and those sites most likely would have tried to sponsor a costume of VCT. Most likely Tara, considering he used to be a CS player with intents, but you can really just say basically just any player who used to play in CS now in Valorant, so yeah, you can just say anyone. Loud players fucked over by NA Org in LA, according to Sardark, I'm pretty sure on stream, and also on the Twitter thread, which I will leave a link down in the description too. And NA Org told Lau that they could help them to find an office and housing accommodation for the Americas League. However, the org cancelled them at the last minute. People have theorized either TSM, the Guard, or even FaZe Clan, considering that Sada confirmed it was not a partnership team. While these orgs are a bit shady behind the scenes, especially now the defunct The Guard, but I'm not really too sure if anyone's really going to confirm of which org this could have been. Maybe someone from the Brazilian side. But yeah, I'm not really too sure. Could be either TSM, the God, or FaZe Clan, or could even be none of them. Veteran players trivia on Liquipedia. Now, obviously, for some context, if you don't use Liquipedia, I'll make this pretty short. On Liquipedia, some of the pages would have a trivia content mainly underneath the results. Players in Brazil and the APAC region would have trivia mainly about being, let's just say, like the 4th best player in 2022, for example. While in EMEA and North America, they would have some very specific trivias. This can include results, records, or fun and interesting facts about the player. For example, for North America, TENS. TENS' Wikipedia page basically says under trivia was the first player to reach Valorant rank, now Radiant, in North America during the closed beta, which is pretty cool. While for EMEA, for example, is Yampi, which says went to the same school as Durka, which is obviously some interesting facts. However, very interesting trivia is from a former Overwatch League pro and former Entropic player, Taimu, whose trivia is interesting to say the least. Let me go through it then. Firstly, had a competitive background in TF2, Dirty Bomb, League of Legends, CSGO, and Overwatch. I mean, it's kind of normal, right? But it gets very weird. Was banned from the ETF2L for insulting nationality, taunting terrorism victims via offensive team names, and ignoring admin warnings. On top of his previous offenses, the ban was later extended to permaban for using alt accounts. Then it gets even stranger and even weirder. Was sanctioned for sexually harassing a presenter of OGN in Twitch chat. Team Envious was facing disqualification from the OGN Overwatch Apex tournament, but Taimu and the organization apologized for his behavior. But then he was fined 1 round for fight money. Fight money, it basically is money that is earned for each win in the league. And lastly, was sanctioned for leaking teams of OGN Overwatch Apex and was fined one round of fight money as well. Yeah, it's been a very interesting esports career for Taimu. I'm pretty sure he is a free agent. I'm not really too sure if he's going to get picked up, but we'll just have to wait and see. And to end the video and the iceberg, we have Simons, who might be the most horrible and disgusting person in the Valorant esports scene. So, for some context, this came from a tweet longer by the coach of Rise and Hope Pizza FPS. He apparently was sexually he sexually harassed his players and even the coach, Pizza FPS, I'm pretty sure, which made it 10 times worse considering he was a coach for a Game Changers team. He also supported the Russian invasion, which caused him to be upset with Wikipedia for not uploading an image of him with a massive Z in the background after the invasion began, and to top it all off, he scammed people in the tournament. So let's now move over now to the tweet longer, obviously by which Pizza FPS wrote, obviously according to Simons. Well, I should say referencing Simons. He mentioned a time when the players were practicing and training. Simons would say repeatedly, "Hey Wei, call me and show me your dick." Wei, I'm pretty sure, is the other coach of the team, who's also Russian, but I might be wrong. Later, he would turn on his camera to show his dick, which obviously shocked the players of Rising Hope, which caused them to leave the court immediately because they have dual monitors. Pizza FPS was obviously a bit confused of why everyone left because he had a single monitor, and joined the call of where the players ended up, and they basically explained the whole situation. It was later revealed though that he was drinking alcohol, which was visible thanks to his camera. Pizza FPS then raised the issue to Laser, who's the co-owner of Rise and Hope, but declined the issue, saying that he is a big star, but also agreed that his actions basically was not appropriate. The players and Pizza FPS will leave the team, which includes Simons and the other coach, I'm pretty sure is Wei, which is MDVJK. So that is all. That is the end of the Valorant Esports Iceberg, obviously that BoDork made. Now, for some context, pretty sure I started recording this around September or October. It is now the 7th of December. So it's been quite a while since, well, I just say a very long time of me making this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was a lot of fun to do. I might maybe do some more icebergs, maybe either on this channel, on my esports channel, or my motorsports channel. Not really too sure. But yeah, that's really about it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.